got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some roulette vibe. And if
type of money you gon' need a sight. Big bank, take low.
B-I-G, everything zoomed in. Big, on me, look.
At Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. No Technics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go. Take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. But Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Allen. That's complete to John Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he slides to avoid the hit. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up. A first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He's to the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game. well.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running. They're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got good one, complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gun! All right, now, look at 56.
To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eli Harold able to get in there and drop him behind the line. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Going deep downfield for... He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 53 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Dancing to his left. Now, that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Are back within a score. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie. And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting.
college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
On first down, Allen. The 20. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on second down. Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Patterson. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Jackson on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson taking a shot for Samuel. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eli Harold in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Lucky 56.
Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the Colts coming out now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, a run with Hyde. And they're running right through it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 36. Detroit! Gone!
Goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Gets through, and now an opening. Got some room at the 30. He's still fighting forward. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think Le'Veon Bell is now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the National Football League. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The give is to Bell. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
On play action, Allen. And that's caught by Smith. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. To throw is Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Allen to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there. Just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And adding on to their lead, the Jaguars have scored again. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
On the counter, here's Bell. Oh, now he bowls him over. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.